Hello my lovelies, I hope you've been well. This is another favorites video, and today I am very excited to talk about the Travels notebook inserts. So these are going to be some of my favorite inserts that I use for my Travels notebook. There's a lot of them, so I'm gonna jump straight in, but I'm gonna divide this video in 3 different sections. So one would be inserts for journaling, and then the inserts I use to note take, to plan, and other things like that. And the last one, it's more like utilities kind of things, because I do use my TNs more than just one purpose. I feel like it fits a lot of purpose, so I feel like it makes sense for me to break it down to 3 separate sections. So I'll put all the chapters below, and you're free to browse whichever one you want. So if you're not interested in journaling and you're more of like a planner, like note-taking kind of person, then the second section will be better for you. Just pick and choose whichever you want, or you can stay for the whole thing. You might learn something new. So anyway, I'm gonna start quickly because I feel like it might be a longer video this time, because I have a few on my list I want to talk about. So the first insert that I actually really love from the Travels notebook is actually the craft paper insert. So I'm not sure what it is about this craft paper. I don't know how to explain it, but their craft paper is so nice. So if you get craft paper from other places, they don't always get the texture right, for me anyway, because I actually really like Travels notebook in that it's very light. If you see these two craft paper, they tend to be very dark, so for writing the color of the Travels notebook is much better than some of these. And the texture of the paper is really nice. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of a texture in here, and the paper is not like as smooth as white paper, but that's why I really love it for journaling. Usually I sometimes take apart some of these refills to actually make my own refills, because I like mixed paper journals, but we'll talk about that later. But seriously, I hoard Travels notebook quite a bit when they go on sale and things like that, or if I just need, you know, extra $10 to put into my cart before I hit free shipping. Usually I'll add in like a Travels notebook, and the one that I hoard the most is the craft paper. All in all, really love the Travels notebook craft paper. Just gonna show you with the packaging so you can see what number it is, if in case you actually want to get it, because let's be honest, they have a ton of insert types. So that's my first favorite. I'm gonna put this down. Second one I've been really loving is actually the MD paper cream. This cream surprises me. I won't open that one because I have one that I've been using, so it's probably easier for you to see it that way. So this is my favorite journal, and I use the MD cream paper for this. And the thing that I really love is that if you love watercoloring, this paper actually takes it quite well. Depends, right? It creates a little bit of a crinkle, but it doesn't lift off the paper. You know how some paper, if they're not really made for watercolor, sometimes the fibers of the paper will get lifted as you watercolor over it. So this paper does not do that. So that's why I really like it. It's not very thick like a watercolor paper, but it can be used like that. Just be aware that it might crinkle a little bit. I'm not sure how to wait, hang on. If I show you like that, you can see that it's a little bit crinkled on some places. That's because I've been using watercolor on a lot of these spreads. If you don't mind a little bit of a crinkly pages, they're actually really good for watercolor. And they also take fountain paper ink really nice. This one is Pilot Iroshizuku Inaho. Like the color of that is basically the ink color that I use for a wash. But can you see the wash that the different color it shows? It's just so nice. So this paper is great for fountain pen inks. It's also great with watercolors, and I just really like this paper. Actually, I didn't know that it was that good until I actually use it for watercolor, and after that I am like sold on this paper. Basically, really nice paper. Really love the MD paper cream. Another thing that I find really interesting is that from Travel's Notebook is that if you have a partner store where you live, chances are you might be able to get some of these craft paper in different colors. So they have a green one as well, but I've only got a smaller passport size. They have all these different color inserts, and they have the same texture as the craft paper. That's why they call it like craft turquoise. Oh, this is just black paper, but these are like craft pink and craft yellow, and these are very interesting if you like journaling in different colors. And I think probably something that I still wanted to do is do gouache painting on the black paper. I think that will look really good, but I haven't gotten to do that yet. I just feel like it's a nice change from the other ones for your journaling. If you journal a lot, then because like you can get the the normal blank paper, or you can go a little bit more adventurous with your paper choice. And probably the journal that I actually journal the most in are actually my own mixed paper journals. So I don't know if you know this about me or if you're new to the channel, but I have a shop in Etsy that sells mixed paper journals. So mixed paper journals are basically journals that use mixed paper, and usually the left and the right are different. That's for mostly more creative spreads if you do a lot of like journaling and things like that. So this is my meadow insert, and it has a lot of these papers that has really nice fibers, and I really love textures like that. Also have a lot of different colored paper, like this gorgeous brown one, and some papers that actually have built-in like leaves. So these were made from real leaves. Like they're a little bit delicate. Sometimes you can actually peel it off if you aren't careful. But these are I mostly use for collage journaling. And then I also have ones that are just basically empty paper if you're not into really fibers and flowers and stuff, but they still have the same nice colors. This is how I usually use them. This is one of the ones that are completed, but I make these kind of spreads with them with a lot of like stickers and tip-ins and things like that. So I just really like having two different colors just because it lets me experiment with a lot of things. So I definitely really like having different pages on the left and on the right. So yeah, I won't do the whole flip through, but it's just something that I've started just making for myself, and then I realized I actually really like making I just really like stitching the journals together for some reason. So I started selling them, and I'm happy that a lot of you guys have gotten them and loved them, and thank you so much if you've ever purchased from my little shop. But it makes me happy to introduce these journals to the world, because I feel like I would really love to have more people collect journaling I can look at. So yeah, so that's what I mostly use for journaling. That's what I mostly use for collage journaling. And yeah, so that's the journaling part of this section. I will move it aside. So now we will go to inserts that I use for planning and note-taking and things like that. The first one I would actually like to mention is actually their 002 grid inserts, because I don't know what it is about Travel Notebook grid, but I just really like how the grid are actually gray, so it's quite subtle. The paper is really nice as well, so I really like this to note-take. And yeah, the paper is great. I don't think I need to talk a lot about this. Second one I would like to talk about is actually this monthly and weekly. I don't actually have a weekly because I use a different planner for that. So one of the things that I have been enjoying this year is to actually have my little monthly insert on the passport. This one is my EDC wallet passport. I already taken you guys through the setup, but if you're interested to watch how I set up this and what's in all this, then I will link the video down below and you can see how I set it up and everything. But basically I have the monthly on here just to plan down my events and things like that, and I find it very useful because I don't have to date all this. So it's very nice to already have it dated, and they weren't very expensive, so I like that it goes into the system, and they do have a monthly and a weekly insert. So I find that that is very useful if you're just looking for, like, you know, a planner to slot in with your travels notebook and things like that. But if you want something more flexible and something cheaper, you can also get some of these free diary. It comes in the monthly and the weekly on the standard size and the smaller passport size. So if you're like, right now, it's already, by the time this comes out, it's already May, and that's already nearly half of the year, right? So you wouldn't want to get one of these because the first 4 months you won't use. So you can get something like this, but the only thing about this is you have to actually date it yourself. That's the only thing. But I love that they have both options for you. If you don't want to date things, you can use this one. And then if you're in the middle of the year, or if you just don't want to date it, or you don't want to commit to having to fill it out every week or month, then these are great as well. So really like those as well as a little tiny bit of hack if you are actually into the smaller traveler's notebook passport. Muji makes these lovely passport memos that are quite affordable, and if you have a Muji where you are, it comes in dot grid, it comes in blank, which I love, and it also comes in grid, and the paper are quite good. It's very, very smooth. I actually really like it, and they're very affordable. And if you're like me and you just want a notebook to throw in your wallet, and you're okay with getting it destroyed, because basically that goes into my bag and then like the edges will look all funny and everything, these ones are good for just really quick notes that you want to throw away kind of thing. Basically I use this for to just have one in my wallet. I have this one, which is the blank one, and I just jot down things and just do pen tests. Where's my pen test page? Just do kind of like a bit of a pen test on the go and things like that. Is very, very handy. Also really love the rounded corners on them. So a hack if you just want something quick and you don't mind it getting destroyed, these passport memos from Muji are a really great substitution because they're the exact same size as the passport. Well, not really exact, but like, you know, a few millimeters difference in the edges there. But really love this size memo. Another thing that I've been loving is also another plug, but I really like compartmentalizing my journals. So I actually made these printables and it's available in my shop, and they are just for my ink swatches. I really like creating this to just see all my ink swatches in one go. I still need to fill this up, but these are printed in the Midori paper, so they take in the ink really well. So I sell the printable, so you can print it at home with any paper you like, basically. But I just really like having journals that are just for one thing. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that's why I created these ink swatches for your ink collection. I also have a collection journal. This one I use to document all my rubber stamps, which looks actually very nice, if I may say so myself. It looks very cool. So this is another one that is in my shop. But if you're someone who actually really likes to compartmentalize your journal as well, I think the Travels Notebook is great because they have max 64 pages, but it's in this little very compact journal, so you can keep a lot of the things and compartmentalize it. That's why I really love the Travels Notebook system. This one is actually my tea journal, so it has all the teas that I drink, and I do a little collage and then I rate it a bit. I also do want to make a tea journal printable, so this is a little bit more structured. So far I really like doing journals that are a bit more themed. So yeah, that's another one that is like a nice mention. so I will put that aside as well. So the last one that I have in my list are they're more utilities kind of inserts. So I hope you understand what I mean by utilities. The ink swatches can actually go into utilities, because the thing that I was going to introduce you firstly is their card file. I'm not sure what this is called, but I'll link it all down below. But this is basically an insert, right? It's very nice craft paper in the front, but the insides, it's divided in three. You can use it for business cards, and it has a very nice plastic over the top, so it protects the cards. So I guess this you can use for anything that is this size. You can use it for Polaroids, like if you're into taking Polaroids, you can use it for that. And then if you're into, I don't know if these fits like those K-pop photo cards, but I feel like it will be a nice display as well. So if you can see it like that, it's a little bit shiny, and there's like 3 different parts to it. So they comes in this very nice, and then you can just slot it in. I use this for my ink swatches. If you're a regular in my Instagram or in my channel, you know how much I love swatching inks. So I have this, another of this. This is from Travel's company as well. It's very similar, but this comes with its own ring coil mechanism, so it fits a little bit more. So I have all my ink swatches in here, and then I just slot in one of this card file in here for some of my other ink swatches as well, just because I don't need this much for now, but if it grows eventually, then I have spaces. So I really like this system. These aren't really the inserts. These are a standalone like spiral ring notebook, so they're not really meant to be in this, but I really like that these makes it so easy for me to have my swatch cards in here. So that's one of the utility travels notebook insert that I've been really enjoying. And another one that I've been really liking is the sticker release, and I'm so glad they actually managed to put it in their like normal lineup, because as you know, it used to be a B-Sides and Rarities, which is a limited edition run that they did like a few years ago, but they've taken it into their regular lineup, which I am so grateful for. It's number 31 sticker release paper, and it's this like really gorgeous pink color. I really like them to carry my stickers and things like that. So this Travels notebook is my EDC, that's why they're a little bit scuffed and shiny, but I really like taking some of my stickers with me. And with these, they are actually from rolls of washi tape, and I like to use craft knife to go around it and then place it in here ready for use. Or if you like PET tapes like me and always find offcuts, sometimes I find fuzzy cutting really nice when I'm stressed and don't know what to do but still want to do creative things. So these are offcuts from PET tapes that I pasted in here. They also look really nice. I kind of don't want to peel it off because it looks super nice, but it's here for when I actually want to use it on the go. So I really like this for something utility based. So I really like to carry this around because it's easy to use. You can just peel it off and use it. So there you go, that's most of my PET tape. This one is from a sticker sheet from Plan by Jaila, but the rest are actually PET tape. So I really like having the sticker release paper, and I'm so glad, again, I already said this, I'm so glad that it actually made it to the regular lineup, because now I don't have to worry about not having it, because I really like it. Actually, I really love it. And another one that's more utility, it's not really an insert, but I really like this film pocket stickers. So they're actually, how do I explain this? Let me just open it and show you guys. So basically it comes in this pack of 18, but each of these are actually stickers that is a pocket. Let me see if I can find something easy to show it to you. Okay, so I use them to hold some offcuts of my PET tapes because they can get pretty small and stuff. So pasted this in this window envelope. Travels Company Spiral Ring Notebook. So as you can see, it's actually a pocket. I'll see if I have one that doesn't have anything, so it's easier to see. So it has adhesive on the corner, so it's like a perfect pocket, and then it has this opening so you can slot things in very easily. And I just find it so cool. Like, you can use it for journaling as well. I like to put them here so to keep my PET tape offcuts so that they stay in one place, and I just find it really useful. Even though it's not an insert, but I still like to let you know about it anyway because I've been really liking this. And yeah, I hope you guys, if you ever need a pocket for something, then these are a great thing to have for you. So basically that's it. I've rambled quite a bit. I hope you enjoyed that. I really love Travels Notebook as a system. It lets you do a lot of different things basically. Like, if you watch my Techo Kaigi, you'll know I use it for literally everything. I use it for like ink swatches, I use it for my tea journal, I use it for my K-drama journal, I use it for my wallet even. So I just really love the system, and I hope this actually gives you a little bit of an overview of all the inserts. Well, not all the inserts because I didn't talk about everything. If I talk about all the inserts, we'll be here until tomorrow, guys, because they have a lot of different types of inserts, right? But these are some of my favorite ones to use for journaling, for general note-taking and planning, and for all utilities. I hope you like that. Like I said, I will link down my Travels Notebook wallet video down below if you're interested in using Travels Notebook as an everyday carry for your wallet. And yeah, I also have a video of just Travels Notebook 101, like the introduction and what I use it for, care as well. So I did show you how to like polish a notebook. So if you're into that as well, I will leave a link down below as well for that. Yeah, I just really love Travels Notebook. I talk about in the channel for it. If you like Travels Notebook as well, there's going to be a lot of content coming for that. Well, there's always content for Travels Notebook here anyway, because I really do love the system and everything that goes with it. So I will leave you there. I think I rambled quite long enough, but thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope it's something you find enjoyable, and I hope that sparks some idea here and there if you're looking to get started with Travels Notebook stuff. So I hope you like the video. I hope you learned something from it, hopefully, or just be entertained. I'll be happy if I'm at least entertaining for you, and like the time you spent watching me hasn't been in vain. So hope you stay safe, take care, and stay creative, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.